I know this might be a crazy statement to make, but I feel like over the last couple months, some of these new Cars on the Road characters have become a little underrated and overshadowed by the Global Racers Cup, the GRCs. Of course, when they debuted, we got McQueen, Francesco, next case Carlos Schut, next case Raoul Jackson Storm. Here we have Max Schnell. Of course, all of those new NASCAR metallic racers came out as well, and I feel like it's kind of made it so we've forgotten or underrated the new Tony Motorfelt or Chris Freitman, or in this case Logan Gearsall, or of course Jessica Carville, Jason Rodke. There have been some incredible new Cars on the Road characters, very unique, and especially in this case, it's basically, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but Lizzie as a ghost. It's a Model T, super iconic, very novel. And yeah, I'm so excited to open Logan up and take a closer look here. But I feel like recently, the general consensus has been a much heavier interest on that GRC Expanded Universe NASCAR type stuff, right? Which is totally fine, but there's a lot of cool stuff to be had still from Cars on the Road. I think we'll be reminded of that as we kind of go into 2025 here, maybe when the GRC and NASCAR stuff starts to die down. But yeah, guys, let's get into it here with Logan Gearsall. Very excited. Like I said, this came out of Case L of 2024 singles. I will be reviewing the other new releases, being GRC Max Schnell. See how I'm doing Logan first, because I'm a man of my word. I almost wanted to do the GRC Max here first. Of course, we'll get to Union Jack Ramone. It's a new title and variant. But I was like, no, like Logan's way cooler than GRC Max. I'm sorry, Max. You look exactly like Carbon Racer Max Schnell. And yeah, like I said, a Model T as a ghost, say less. This is actually a brand new model as well. It's a way girthier Model T than Lizzie. And so, of course, we'll do a comparison when we open Logan up here in a little bit. My only complaint is whenever I say Logan Gearsall, it reminds me of Gearston Marshall, which obviously gives us all the ick now because of how much he has peg-warmed over the last couple years. But still, though, Logan looks great. I love the artwork for him and how he's hovering, just like how Mallory and the Tractor Ghosts were on their card arts, and of course Lisa and Luis as well, who I still see at a lot of Meijer stores that I go to, and even honestly some Target stores as well. That 2-pack just did not sell great. Obviously, Logan is new for 2024. Could end up becoming one of the rare releases of the year, as it, obviously this is the tail end of the year. Case L is the second to last case, and I don't believe he makes a return in Case M. On the back here, we have some really cool other Cars on the Road characters like I'm talking about. I mean, Margaret's super underrated. The fact, a lot of this interest I can gauge off of the views on the reviews for these videos, and the fact that, like, all of the GRC stuff is outperforming, like, Margaret or Chris Freitman. It's a little hard to tell because Chris was quite a while ago now, but yeah, just the way things are trending, I'm really surprised that Margaret is not a little bit more captivating right now, because I think she's top 5, top 10 release of the year. Of course, you have Van Campbell from Case J, Barney Cones, and Margaret were also in the same case, Case K. Justin Roadrunner was Case J, and he was in the 2-pack with Ken Anjinoki. Of course, Jessica Carville, who we mentioned, that was Case H. Chris Freitman up in the top right was Case G, another top 10 release for me of the year. But yeah, good stuff. I'm glad they're keeping the card backs updated here with recent releases. There are no other Cars on the Road new characters from Case L, so I understand why none of the other cars there are as recent as Logan. But I will be right back with Logan all opened up. Here's Logan all opened up, looking really good, but I just have to ask you guys what you think. How about this? We'll put a couple pictures of Logan up on the screen there. Obviously, this is, well, maybe not obviously, but Logan is one of the ghosts that pops out of the picture frames at the beginning of the episode when McQueen starts his trippy journey throughout the hotel. And then I believe, well, there is a Model T in the ballroom off in the back right corner. Could be Logan, probably is, but there are a couple images. Anyways, is Wraith Rod going to get released? Do you guys know who Wraith Rod is? Is that like demonish monster coffin-esque car that chases McQueen at the end, toward the end of his journey in the episode? would probably have to be a deluxe, but I feel like they could do him as a single if they really wanted to. Like, if they really wanted to, they could make it happen. I always see a lot of people asking and clamoring for Wraith Rod. Seems to be like one of the more anticipated characters to be released as a diecast from Cars on the Road as a whole. Obviously, you have Captain Longleggy in there, and some of the other larger characters like that spider car or bug-looking car from the B-movie episode. Of course, Ivy, Mossy, Ivy, Purple from the B-movie episode. See a lot of requests for those, but it is funny to me that, that Wraith Rod is up there. Like, literally, a lot of people are interested in Wraith Rod, and I think Mattel's fully capable of doing him, but will they? We'll see. We will see. I would love it. I feel like Cars on the Road would be incomplete without him. But anyways, I do love the expression here that we got dealt with Logan. I feel like it's very, very accurate to what he looks like. Kind of mischievously popping out of the picture frame, trying to haunt, torment, harass McQueen a little bit. And he's got kind of that like, ooh, let me get you here type of eyes. And I like that. Very good expression there. I like kind of the yellowing instead of the just white space there with the eyes kind of bouncing off of the fact that he is a ghost. And yeah, not super alive. Not super duper alive. But yeah, he actually has some really cool weathering effects here around the grill as well. You can see some of the dirt around there. Headlights look good. That is a plastic piece there for the grill. This is very reminiscent. This is super reminiscent of that Statue of Liberty custom that I have. You know what? Why don't we grab that and take a look? It's actually crazy to me that I didn't think about this sooner, but maybe it just lived in my subconscious where I was like, Logan looks really familiar to me, but I just can't put my finger on it. And obviously it's not something that anyone else would really think of, right? Like, oh yeah, that doesn't look similar to me. I mean, that's like the second Model T that Mattel's ever done. Well, bam, look at this. This is Lady Liberty, or however you want to say it, Carified, that four-wheel drive 7, aka the diecast dungeon, made for me a long, long, long time ago. I mean, they have similar color tones, and obviously they are both Model Ts, so this is a crazy comparison to make right off the bat here, but one that definitely is unnecessary. I mean, they are, down to the tires, of course. I think the custom is better. Very hard to compare, but I mean, the fact that I have a custom Statue of Liberty within the Cars universe is just crazy in and of itself. But getting back to Logan here, I do like the wheels. Like, having the wheels be a completely different color and yet the same color as the body is really interesting. Date stamp is T23A, meaning that Logan was produced during the 23rd week of 2024 at the A factory. So, a little less than halfway through the year. The license plate is C08-16F. That was honestly just a couple weeks ago, August 16th. Whoever's initials are CF, whoever's birthday is August 16th. Cannot read the text above it. Kind of looks like something maybe California, but because it's Thailand, blurry decals. I mean, I'm not saying that if it was a Chinese decal, we'd be able to read it, because that is really small. And Lizzie's license plate is a lot different, just MT23 for Model T 1923. But still, you guys get the idea, excuse me guys, of where I'm going with that. But yeah, I do find it strange. I am very surprised that Mattel did Logan a completely new model, completely new casting here. I mean, like I said, girthier indeed. This is a chubbier Model T, 100%. You could tell, I mean, it's the exact same type of like car, but just wider, a little taller, I would say. Not a ton deeper or anything like that, but yeah, just a ton wider. Like, look at those eyes, like the just kind of cabin space, way wider. That's the majority of it. And you can see it here in the back as well. Like a good 20-30% wider, which is just crazy to me. Because Lizzie has been, I should say, released from Thailand, so it's not like they would have to create a whole new model or anything. Like, Lizzie was just released a couple years ago. In fact, she was released last year. She was released in early 2023, in that case with Jeff Gorvette and Rich Mixon. You can see a couple similarities there in the front. Logan does have side view mirrors, though. These plastic. Actually, yeah, those are plastic. Very hard plastic. But yeah, Lizzie does not have side view mirrors. That's another difference there. Lizzie's roof kind of overhangs a little bit more than Logan's does. But yeah, good stuff. I am an enthusiast of Logan. I don't know if he'll be a top 10 release when it's all said and done, but it's a really great release. I'm glad that they're doing more of the ghosts here. I really hope they do Deanna Giordano. Of course, that's one that we got as a color changer, but her coloring's a little different from the diecast for obvious reasons, but that's why I would love her as a 155 scale diecast. But yeah, looks great here with Malloy Karhut, who of course was the first ghost that we got over a year ago now, just a little bit over a year ago, nothing too crazy. Malloy Karhut was the first of her kind. She is a unique model. Logan, obviously not technically, but in terms of Mattel casting, he is. And of course, you have Tractor Ghost, who came out earlier this year in Case D. Love the fact he has no eyelids, just completely raw dogging it. But yeah, this is your ghoulie squad right here. These are the boys. I love this. Like, these guys look great together. And I'm sure we will get many more ghosts as time goes on. Like, I think we can all count on Mattel milking that episode pretty good. I mean, there's so much potential. There's so many, like, easily reskinned ghosts that they could do as diecast. I think there's, like, a River Scott type ghost. You know, there's quite a few. There's, like, maybe... You know, there's one kind of similar. I mean, River Scott is pretty similar to Mallory, but kind of in that same vein. The Model T and the Tractor, along with the Pity, are your most uniquely modeled ghosts, I would say. But let me know out of these three, which one is your favorite. Really tough for me. I have recency bias. I'm going to say it's Logan. I love the larger Model T model. I feel like Tractor Ghost is a little, like, just basic. I don't love how they did the eyes, although they are accurate a little bit. Mallory's super cool too, though, as a unique model. The fact that she's peg-wormed a lot, though, and has been released quite a bit, probably hurts her. So I feel like I do have some recency bias here. They're all really great in their own way. Obviously, we could also count Lisa and Luis. I love how the white balance in my camera just goes absolutely awry when I bring in blue cars, but it's just the life we live in. Yeah, Luisa and Luis are really cool. Obviously not in the same kind of color aesthetic as these other ghosts, but there is a time in the film or in the episode where they are in that teal ghost tone. So maybe one day they will release them as ghosts. Just that would be a little weird. I could totally see them doing it, releasing these in the exact same way together in a 2-pack, just in this like teal color tone, because they do, like I said, appear like that at some point in the episode. And of course, with Randy himself, again, I could totally see them doing Ghost Randy as well. Because at the very end of the episode, he appears in the teal tone as well, right? So, lots of potential for variants. Again, lots of potential to milk the absolute hell out of the Lights Out episode. But I won't be complaining. Trust me, you won't see me complaining about getting new diecast. But let me know in the comment section below, who is your favorite ghost out of these? I mean, just let me know who's your favorite character from the Cars on the Road episode. Randy, obviously, is probably going to be up there for many, but I don't like how Mattel did the diecast version of him, if we're being completely honest. As always, thank you so much for watching. Oh, I probably should show the Precision Series version of Lizzie, because she is a different model from the 155 scale version, or just like the regular version. And so it's kind of interesting to see the 3 sizes here that they've done of a Model T. Like, this Precision Series version's taller than all of them, but still not quite as wide as Logan is. Yeah, that probably is due to the fact that the roof is actually like the button for the headlights, which clearly don't work on mine right now. Yeah, it's quite a bit taller for sure. And of course, there was a canceled Precision Series Lizzie that was going to come out as a single in the acrylic boxes. This one here came with the Radiator Springs Curio shop building. All right, but that's all I have for you guys. Thanks as always for watching. Bye now.